We're joined by Andrij Dobriansky. He's an executive board member for the Ukrainian Congress Committee of America, a nonprofit organization representing Ukrainian Americans. Andrij, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Here we are, a year after the Minsk II Accord that was supposed to have stopped the violence, and instead people are still being killed. Both sides are being accused of violating the accord. Are things any better?
Every single day, Ukrainian positions have been fired upon. No international monitors are allowed to go by Russia towards that border area between Ukraine and Russia.
So they can't monitor to see whether there's troops and equipment coming back and forth.
And I think what you saw most of all is the effect on civilians and the monumental numbers. 5 million people have been traumatized by war, over 5 million people, civilians. 3.2 million right now are in danger of dire need of humanitarian aid or are living in combat areas. It's a really large number of people. I don't think people in this country know the population of Iowa is 3.2 million. That many people are living in dire humanitarian.
Are you afraid that the crisis in the Middle East has distracted world leaders from what's happening in Ukraine, and that that's partially what's leading to the continued fighting?
The sad part is that these crises have happened almost simultaneously, and in both cases we have Putin manipulating the strings behind it. What we've had in Syria is ever since the beginning of the Ukraine crisis, people have been telling us in Congress, wait, we have to work out Syria, Putin's helping us with Syria, and he's played both sides effectively, trying to delay the process.
Is there any indication that Putin, having to deal with Western sanctions because of what has happened in Ukraine, and those Western sanctions have hurt the Russian economy, that he might be any more inclined to change his position on Ukraine?
This is Syria. Once Russia got involved on the ground in Syria, that's the 8th conflict zone. Every single time he involves himself in the conflict zone, whether it's the 2 areas of Crimea or the Donbass, whether it's the 2 areas of Georgia, whether it's Azerbaijan or the Japanese islands, every time, or Transnistria in Moldova, the West does not stand united, and after a period of time, there's a reset, which is why it's very important for the United States people to start asking the candidates, what is the plan to deal with Russia right now?
Quick final question. Are you at all optimistic? How do you see this playing out in the near future?
I'm very bullish on Ukraine. Ukraine has been a cradle of civilization for tens of thousands of years. Ukraine has a lot of people who are underemployed, overeducated, and is vastly rich in natural resources. Anybody who's investing in Ukraine now, a country right on the border of Europe, who's not going to be paying EU levies for a long time, is investing in a country with a strong upside. Plus, don't forget, Ukraine now has one of the largest militaries in all of Europe.